This is my headband drawer, and naturally my favorite one is this giant bow because duh. It's my favorite.
Now where do you wear this bow?
Everywhere. To brunch, to the bodega for my bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich.
You're watching Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story. Like and subscribe for more.
Hi, I'm Allie Provost, and welcome to my New York City apartment. I am a photographer and blogger based here in New York City. I specialize in all things fashion, brand, lifestyle. Right now we are in my Upper East Side apartment. I live in 500 square feet. It is a studio apartment. My design taste is all over the place. It's a little bit of grand millennial, a little bit of art deco, a little bit whimsical, and definitely a lot colorful. The biggest challenge about designing a small space is definitely trying to find a good balance between function and fashion, because I love pieces that could be very impractical and serve me absolutely no purpose other than the fact that they're pretty to look at. So in small spaces, you really have to think smart about how functional a piece is, how useful it is, and of course, how compact it is. So this is my apartment. It is the only room basically in my whole apartment, as I live in a studio. So my living room and bedroom are combined into one. And this area right here is the sleeping area. And of course we have to have a fun dresser to really make a pop in the space. I love adding mirrors to bounce the light around to make the space feel bigger. And then incorporating vintage pieces with new pieces is definitely a must. So this is a vintage piece from my friend's vintage shop. And then this is a hat from my mom back when she was pretty much my age. She used to wear it to brunch all the time, so she called it her brunching hat. And then of course, we're living in a small space. You have to make sure that everything is functional, but with storage, I have to also make it kind of pretty. So I have all of my handbags on display throughout the apartment. This is a really fun circular one that has a little pop of green on the top.
Do you have a favorite bag over here?
There's no way you can make me choose between a favorite bag. Absolutely not. My newest one though is this one. It's the Neely and Chloe collaboration with Julia Engel, or Berlsheimer now, I guess she changed her handle. And I thought it was such a really fun print and really exciting for her. Of course we have some fun clear acrylic bags, but then my guilty pleasure is collecting these Olympia Latan book clutches. The two that I have here is a Monopoly and the Sense and Sensibility one.
Wait, so these are bags?
So these are bags. I know, it's kind of funny. And basically, it doesn't fit a ton, but you just have a really cute little spot for your phone, a very small wallet, and just your keys. So here in the bed area, I really wanted to have a lot of fun with really bold prints. So with that, I had a removable wallpaper added, which of course is very renter friendly. And then to layer on top of that, we have my favorite art piece that is so near and dear to my heart by Sharon Core. It is a photograph to look like a Wayne Thiebaud painting. When I said that every inch of this apartment needed to be used, I meant it. So even my bed is a storage bed. I keep a lot of my bulky sweaters and sweatshirts and a lot of seasonal clothes underneath the bed here in the storage drawers. So now let's go into the living area, which also is an extension of my closet because New York City living. So I'm very lucky that I was able to have a full-sized couch in this space. So lots of my friends are very thankful that they can have a place to crash here when we have one too many drinks at happy hour. And just really comfy. And then of course we have storage ottomans that are both pretty and functional. Don't worry, I won't open them because that is an absolute disaster what is stored in here. And the main event of the living space is definitely my shoe cabinets. The fact that I decided to just embrace the fact that I live in New York and have absolutely no space. I put my shoes in my living area and called it a day.
Okay, favorite shoe?
Oh, don't do that to me. I have them separated. Like this side is obviously the very colorful side, and then we have more of the neutrals over there. So if I had a favorite, it would be in here. I would say either between these Mia Bacars or these Manolo Blahniks. These are probably my two favorites. Really just anything with a bow, honestly. If it has a bow, I love it. I think the easiest way I made my rental space more me and personalized is definitely the paint. I painted not only the walls, but my ceiling as well, which gives it a really fun, unexpected twist. And welcome to my hat wall. I absolutely love, of course, incorporating my pieces of clothing and accessories into the decor. So my hat wall is no exception.
Do you wear all these hats?
Yes, I wear them all. I love them. I mean, obviously I wear some more than others. My most worn hat is easily this one. This is probably my favorite hat. This one's one of my favorite hats, honestly. It's an art piece in itself. It is by an amazing artist in Brooklyn, and the fact that I was able to snag one of these was so amazing. So she hand does all of these, and even the little crystals around the hat here. You know, it pulls a whole outfit together. One of my favorite pieces is this little coffee cup that actually was from one of my first very viral videos on TikTok. It was a sarcastic day in the life video where I was kind of poking fun at myself of my day in the life videos that we do as influencers.
Listen, I do not know about anybody else. I do not know. But my For You page is filled with girls being like, a typical day in my life living in NYC. I start off my morning by grabbing a quick latte from Tiffany's, and then I go do Pilates at Gucci.
It was a joke about getting coffee at Tiffany's, so of course Tiffany's did not have the cafe open at the time, and I just taped a piece of paper around a Starbucks cup. So this is basically an extension of my closet. It's a clothing rack from IKEA, which has been a lifesaver. I have my cute little suitcases above. The one on the left was actually my grandmother's, and the pink one is Steamline luggage. And here is my gown of my dreams. It was the best to date sample sale find I've ever found from Carolina Herrera. Of course, in true sample sale find fashion, it was for a model, which I am not. So I had to take it to my tailor to totally reconstruct it, but I think she did an amazing job, and now I can just frolic through Central Park in it. I may get a few funny looks, but it's worth it. So then across from my office is my entryway table. I always love having a place to set keys down and my purse down when I get home. And then of course we have more functional storage here that doubles as decoration. And these are little glass decoration boxes that you can open up and you can grab your jewelry. And then, oh, I love these hands. So where I put my keys is this fun little dish. I feel like it's just like, okay, welcome home. Let me take a load off for you.
Is that anything?
This is a purse.
What?
This is a purse. I love purses that don't look like purses. So this is a fun milk carton bag from Kate Spade. And it has like the full strap and everything to it.
Where would one wear this?
To brunch, obviously. The grocery store. They might try to scan it on the way out. Okay. Okay, so now let's head into the kitchen, which for New York City standards is massive, although I don't use it as much as I should. But the one thing I love about this kitchen is that I put my self-portrait in the back. It was a project that I did when I went to photography school, so it was a piece that really a lot of hard work went into, and it's called Under the Influence. And I don't want to give too much about the thought behind it, but I think it's really it was really a fun piece to do. So while the rest of my apartment basically is my closet, this is my actual closet. It's not a true walk-in, it's more like a step-in.
Is asking you to pick a favorite item like asking you to pick a favorite child?
Yeah, you couldn't have me do that. Because each piece, or the pieces that I go to, really say how I'm feeling that day and kind of what hat I want to put on. Where some days I want to be a colorful arts and crafts teacher. And then some days I want to be Blair Waldorf. So it really just depends on how I'm feeling. So this one's one of my favorite dresses. So this I wore to the Veuve Clicquot Polo Classic a few years ago, and it's by Christian Siriano, and I just twirled the whole day. It is such an amazing twirling dress because it has this weighted hem, and oh gosh, no, it's just so fun. Now I just need a glass of champagne now. Okay, so this one is probably my favorite dress because it can go, or it's not my favorite dress, it's one of my favorite dresses because it can go to both black tie and cocktail. It is very heavy, so yes, you do get a very good workout while wearing it. But I've already worn this so many different ways. I've layered blouses underneath it, I've worn jackets over it, and for a silver sequin dress, I've actually gotten a lot of use out of it. And the funniest part to me is that the one of the sequins kept poking through, and I didn't want to like cut the thing, so I actually have a band-aid in the sleeve of it.
Let's get the close-up.
Yeah, right? This is really the money shot here that everyone wants. So these are actually nail polish racks that I got off of Amazon, and you know, just using them as my little sunglass shelves here. Because in New York I don't have the ability to totally rearrange all of the electrical, I opted to hide my fuse box with this piece of art. Because I just don't like it. It didn't look good.
What is this piece of art?
So this is just a piece that I got from Anthropology, and it says ha 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 he he he, because we like to laugh. It's the modern version of live laugh love, let's be honest.
Click here to watch another amazing home tour and be sure to subscribe to Homeworthy.